Dracula. Novel by Bram Stoker. Chapter 7. Beautiful but Evil. A few days later, the newspapers began to report attacks on young children in North London. The children disappeared, but they were found later. After midnight. They looked weak and pale, and they had wounds in their necks. Van Helsing read the reports. He asked the doctor,
"What do you think? Lucy had neck wounds too."
Seward replied.
Exactly. You don't mean.
Seward began. Van Helsing continued.
Have you still no idea how Lucy died? She lost too much blood. How? Through wounds in her neck, like these children. Now tell me, you were always a quick student, what made those wounds?
I've heard of vampire bats in South America that drink blood. Seward said slowly. But we don't have bats like those here in England. You want me to say that a vampire made these wounds? A vampire that is also a living person. Only a madman can believe that.
Van Helsing felt sorry for the young doctor.
There is something worse. I have to say it. It was a different vampire that drank these children's blood. It is not the same as the vampire that drank Lucy's blood. Lucy was the vampire that attacked the children.
Jack Seward looked angrily at his old friend, but Van Helsing continued.
It is true. Of course, it is hard for you to believe. But I can prove it.
He took Seward first to the hospital. There they looked at the wounds on the neck of one of the children. They were exactly like the wounds on Lucy's neck. Then the two doctors went to the tomb where Lucy's coffin lay. Seward wanted to know.
What are you going to do?
Van Helsing opened the top of the coffin and told Seward to look inside. Seward looked. It was empty. Van Helsing said.
Now. We must wait outside the tomb.
They waited until after midnight. Then they saw something in the darkness. A white shape was moving through the trees. Van Helsing stepped out from behind a tree. The shape suddenly disappeared, leaving a small child asleep on the ground. They took the child to a place where a policeman could easily find it. Then they waited until daylight before Van Helsing took Dr. Seward back to the tomb. Lucy was lying in her coffin. She was not pale like an ordinary dead body. The color in her face made her more beautiful than ever. Van Helsing opened her mouth and showed Seward her teeth.
See, they are like knife points now. How many times does she have to use them on a child's neck before you believe me?
Seward could not take his eyes off the evil but beautiful face of the woman that he loved. He asked in a low, flat voice.
What do we have to do?
Head. Fill her mouth with garlic and push a thick piece of wood through her heart. But not now. We are not ready. And I must ask Arthur Homewood for his permission.
Subscribe and like and share. See you in the next video.